place that fits at last. Creative hearts all around. In their art I feel unbound. Together we make this space where lost souls find their grace. Here we are, we rise so strong. In this place where we belong. Hand in hand we light the way, chasing shadows night to day. In the noise I found my voice. In this crowd we've made the choice to lift up, not tear down. Trading tears for golden crowns. Mental battles fade to dust. In each other we found trust. No more sorrow, no more gray. In unity we find our way. Talking late under the stars. Healing wounds and mending scars. Creators, here in love we stand. Building dreams with open hands. Here we are, we rise so strong. In this place where we belong. Hand in hand we light the way, chasing shadows night to day.
Spent so many hours on these loops I can't recall the sun. Days blur into late night coding, never sure if I've won. The guilt is eating at my core, it's etched in every line. I neglected life outside, chasing deadlines in my mind.
Seconds tick like bombs, the pressure suffocating. I'm drowning in the loop, my own regrets pulsating. Every misstep, every moment that I let slip away, echoes in the silence, haunting me night and day.
I'm crying out through all this pain, searching for a light, hoping to rewrite the past, to make these wrongs feel right. From endless loops of sorrow, I'm yearning to break free. A newfound resolve inside me, praying it sets me free.
I run in circles, trapped by cold that's twisting up my soul. Spending my life behind this screen instead of reaching a goal. Apologies to every friend I kept on red, but now I'm stepping forward, done repeating what I've said. Guilt can be a burden, yet it's also a sign. It's calling you to wake up, to redraw the line. Let the tears lead to healing, let your heart realign. There's still a chance to mend the days you left behind.
I'm crying out through all this pain, searching for a light, hoping to rewrite the past, to make these wrongs feel right. From endless loops of sorrow, I'm yearning to break free. A newfound resolve inside me, praying it sets me free. I'm stepping off this hamster wheel, reclaiming every breath.
There's strength in your confession, you're not bound by regret.
I'll forge a better path, let these loops guide me home.
You'll rise above the cycle, no longer left alone.
I'm crying out through all this pain, wrongs feel right. From endless loops of sorrow, I'm finally breaking free. A newfound resolve inside me.
Hello?
This time I choose me.
Is this thing working? Looks like it.
I've laid my guilt to rest, to start again at dawn. No more loops to bury me. I'm ready to move on.
Alright, we're gonna dive right in where we left off at the other day. Then let's see. We writing the logs here. Okay, we don't need those logs anymore, so clean that up a little bit. Alright, let's just take a quick look where we left off at. So that works as expected. We need to handle how to clear out the objectives appropriately. I think one of the things that we need to do is we want to change things up a little bit here. So we're just going to change up the interface here a little bit. Get rid of these macros here. Just going to spread this stuff out so I have some room to work with here. We're going to kind of piece this together a little more modularly. Need a number equals. You know, thinking about this, they have list nodes that can take any data type, like an add list, remove from list. But for the equal nodes, they created a different one for each type. I wonder why.
We're in this digital fight, night after night, chasing that high. Hands moving fast as they can't keep up. Chat lines scrolling, show no let up.
Alright, so this gives us
Paper dreams, pixelated lush.
our
Flame burning bright, game dev
inputs.
tonight. Funnels rolling like thunder. In the game we all want.
An objective ID, the objective, and a trigger to add it.
Lines of code shaping worlds unseen. Pixels born from fever dreams.
This here,
Less keep
make this a group.
every line makes the screen thrive. Eyes flicker in the low light. Reflections of a digital right. Bit by bit battle.
And I just need to
Coffee chugs
break this apart
through the screen. Virtual applause.
to get rid of these events.
Every follow fuels the plight. Building worlds out of the night.
This stuff has to do with triggering the success and fails. Closing. I'm not super concerned about these.
Twitch flame burning bright, game dev till the dead of night. Follows rolling like thunder. In the game we all wander.
This is our input. So let's turn this into a macro as well that we can just reuse.
Every line makes the screen thrive.
What we also will need
Eyes flicker in the low light. Reflections of a digital right. Bit by bit battle the bugs. Crash and burn. Coffee chugs.
Cheering crowds through the screen. Virtual applause lacks no sheen. Every follow fuels the plight. Building
we're gonna do something like this. Objective already fixed. We have an output for that. Set objective.
burning bright, game dev till the dead of night. Follows rolling like thunder. In the game we all wander.
I need an ID.
The monitor's flashing red, my heart's on overload. Every crash feels like heartbreak, but I can't let go. Reaching for a quick fix,
This guy.
shaky thread, errors piling up so high I'm losing my head. Hey, I'm on a bug hunt, chasing down this code.
I think we're gonna have to do a similar thing here. Why do I have two of these? So one of these, okay, yeah, never mind.
I'm rewriting lines in panic. Duct tape solutions galore. Hearts racing like it's heartbreak. Can't handle one crash more. Caffeine's fueling my meltdown, comedic rage in tow. I'll smash 1,000 keys until I've won the show. Each failure's just a step on this patchwork ride. I'm band-aiding my heartbreak, can't hide my pride. We're almost there, one more fix to survive. Then this sloppy patch will finally go live. Hey, I'm on a bug hunt, chasing down this code. Patching it together so it doesn't explode. Laughing through the trauma, raging at the glitch. I'll piece it back together with my big
So I think I need clean some of this up a little bit. These are my 2 inputs. We're gonna keep them over here by the macros.
Once the green check flashes, we'll be dancing in the night. Say goodbye to heartbreak, everything's alright. Hey, I'm on a bug hunt, chasing down this code, patching it together so it doesn't explode. Laughing through the drama, raging at the glitch. I'll piece it back together with my big.
What we want to do is we're going to try to set the objective. Objective is in use. We're not going to do anything. We're going to send an event back out that says it's already in use. Otherwise, we're going to activate both of these. We're going to do that instead of this. Which will update this value. Alright, I don't want... I don't want these connecting there at all. I don't want these. I don't want that. Need another number. So these values are just what you're passing to it, but if it fails to, if you can't actually set the objective, these ones won't get set. If you do set the objective, these ones get set. What that means is this feeds this. This will call the show on both of these. We're going to call update on both of these. You're going to need another number out here. So let's think about this for a minute now. This trigger now can activate this. I'm not sure what this was doing. Okay, so that was for... Okay, so that's what that's doing. Got it. Move this stuff out a little bit. We can bring these two over here. I'm not going to want to show this every time this is updated. It fades. Because there are going to be times where I'm removing the objective, right? So I think what we're gonna do here,
I stare into a cracked reflection, pixels for my eyes. Each light feels like oxygen.
we're just gonna do a sequence node.
I pace through the night with hope, flicker in my chest, but deeper truth.
This will do a sequence that activates that, and then sequence 2 shows these.
More behind the glass, validation's fleeting currency, gone so very fast. If we let the world define us by a shallow scrolling sum, we'll lose the spark inside us, the soul we're running from. We want more than numbers blinking on our screens, craving honesty where our hearts shine unseen. Step beyond illusions, become who we're meant to be. Unshackled from approval's trap, honor authenticity. I see the stress behind your eyes, the emptiness that grows, shadows of your
Why
worth hide in data's ebb and
do
flow.
these?
Let your voice ring true, unchain yourself tonight.
Okay, that's
Life beyond the metrics.
interesting. Okay. Anyways. So that should handle setting the objective. Then what I would like to do here
Close your eyes. You are more than stats. Hear your
this is going to be
let it guide you back.
um suc- objective success
Lines of code reflect the state inside my head.
and objective failed.
Where my thoughts have fled.
So this is going to be a success. Activate this one, fail. We'll activate this one.
Clarity in how I feel. Breaking down the barriers, cleaning up the mess. Refactoring every part, striving for success. Patterns emerging from the chaos, finding my own way.
Is this hooked in
With each passing day.
to anything here?
My mind, redefine who I am. Rebuild my habits,
It is.
coping with the struggles, finding strength inside. Renewed and revitalized, let my spirit rise.
Optimizing pathways, streamlining my flow, clearing out the clutter, letting new ideas grow. Facing
Bring this a little more over here. This has nothing to do with displaying.
truly belong. In the quiet moments, I find peace within. Adjusting all my settings, let the healing begin.
We're gonna do
Using coping tools to guide me through. Embracing all the change.
2 equals here.
Refactor my mind, redefine who I
Um,
am. Habits, let the old ways dispel. Coping with the struggles, find
set objective ID.
revitalized, let my spirit rise.
Complete objective ID.
Shifting all the patterns, tearing down the walls,
Embracing every moment.
We're going to do something like this.
our lives embrace the change. Moving forward together, rearrange. Refactor my mind, redefine who I am. Rebuild my habits, let the old
Both of these need to activate this. Probably the sequence node. This will activate that. This will activate that. Event 1 activates this. Event 2 activates this. Then I need branches for these. This is true. Activate this one. And then if this is true, activate that one. Try to clean this up a little bit. This is for us to complete the objective. This here is for us to set the objective. Trying to organize a little bit here. These can probably just line up there. I'm gonna keep it separated out a little bit for now. This over here, like so. And now what I need to do, this trigger here is kind of the reset, right? I need this to activate this. This activates this. So that will reset my ID and my objective being blank. And what I think I need one more. I'll need an input, 2 outputs.
Balancing the tasks, the lines of trust I build. Every decision weighs, every hope fulfills, seeing potential in their eyes, lifting up the dreams. But sometimes I wonder what it all really means.
Damn, son.
Maya Bear, 41 months. Almost 4 years. Which means it took you 2 years to subscribe to me. Just kidding. Thank you for the sub. I know there's just a gap in there somewhere when I wasn't streaming. I get it. Clear objective. So what the clear objective needs to do a new tree. See a spider on the door outside. Which door? The front door?
Together we'll conquer.
Sliding door. Spider duties. That's my job in this relationship. I am the spider killer. Spider has an hour and a half to figure himself out. So what do I want to do here? What I want to happen we actually had one right by the back door. I think that was like last week. It started just coming down from the ceiling. Surprised she didn't burn down the house. I think I want to do this. Then maybe a sequence node here. See, I'm not overreacting. I never said you were. That's why I take care of the spiders for you. think this is what I want to do. Clear objective. Activate these. After it activates those, it will then trigger this, which will then also reset those. Do I need... Can I just use these ones? Is there a reason I can't? I don't think so. I think I can just do that. What logic is this? So, for the individual objectives that show up in the UI, it's like the objectives show up on the left side of the screen here. And this is the logic for one objective, to be able to show it on the screen, make it disappear, all that stuff, with different colors for like success and fail. We'll call this objective display. I know we made that a pretty big node. However, let's disconnect everything from here. This particular macro I don't think will ever be... I don't have two activates. Objective already used, set objective. Okay, that's better. I think it just had some extra blocks in there. Nacho, I don't remember what night it was. It might have been Tuesday night. Nacho made a surprise appearance on stream because he just decided to jump up on my desk. Alright, set objective. This is going to be a play. This is going to be on failed. This will just be variable input. Variable input. This will also be variable input. On I don't. Why is there an on failed but not an on success? We'll do unfinished, and then this one will also be on failed, and then this guy will also just be a play. Wait, clear objective. This is an input. Okay, this will be variable out, and this will be variable out. Objective. Objective ID. Alright. So that should give us our node. Objective. Alright, so these are the outputs. These are the inputs. So what I need to do is disconnect all of these. I don't want to remove them yet because I may have broken stuff. But what I want to do here is text input and not name that one. Happen here. Okay, it was just too close. There we go. Yeah, I like to keep copies of things around until I'm sure I don't need them anymore. Okay, this is objective. I don't know how I lost that name. String description of objective. Alright, so this goes into the objective. This goes into the set objective ID. And then this false needs to go into set objective. And then what I need to do here, something like this, where if objective's already in use, I'll do something like this. I will have to adjust the positioning of these. Gonna lurk and eat your extra noodle soup. Enjoy your soup.
Every missed symbol, another doubt inside, questioning my skills, fighting with my pride, but deep down there's a fire that won't I've got to push through the chaos.
What is this here? We have a trigger node, set quest name. I'm removing the quest name, so if this is true, this is true. I'm triggering this guy. Now, if it's false, if it's true, I'm triggering this guy over here. Okay. So this guy's doing all the hidings there. Here, I should be able to just clear all these objectives. Alright. Yeah, the launcher was acting weird for me this morning, too. Yeah, it took me a couple tries to get the game to actually launch. It didn't launch the first time, and then I got an error after that. Then I had to fix some things, and then it finally launched.
Breaking through the barriers, tearing down the doubt, embracing every moment, letting
What's the same thing that happened to you previously? It wasn't an authentication error. It was something to do with the easy anti-cheat. Like, I think the first time I tried to start the game and it didn't actually start the game, it like thought it started the game, and then it was like complaining because it thought I had the game open already, and when I didn't have the game open already. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I just had to like force close a bunch of stuff, and then it started working.
My mind's a war zone, every line is on the brink. I sift through broken logic, terrified to blink. Each error's like a dagger, stabbing through the screen. The meltdown's creeping closer, am I trapped in this routine? I pace the room, internal voices in debate. Questioning my every move, I can't afford mistakes. The code's a labyrinth, I'm stumbling through the haze. Searching for a reason, praying for some.
Okay, so hopefully what we have here.
Cannot run the panic, can't ignore the sacrifice. I'm pinned against the deadline, it's whispering my name.
Let me stretch these macros out real quick. I need this padding bottom. I need to adjust, but I don't know what I need it to be. It needs to be, what was it over here? 115 and 140. This one needs to be 140. And this one needs to be 115.
I can't believe I'm here again, on the brink of another breakdown. I wonder if it's all worth it, if I'll ever wear the crown.
And then the only thing I'm missing here
Refuses to give in, there must be a
is
somewhere in this code I'm in. I need release,
do I have
chaos in my mind. A shout erupts from deep within, no mercy left to find. My senses overload, the frustration never quits. I'm teetering on
no, I didn't do an output.
resist. I won't let the
So
even though it's fierce. I'll tear through every obstacle, cut through every fear. Cause once the fix appears, I'll feel the chains unwind. I'll emerge from the darkness.
let's come in here.
Redefined. I need release.
Need a macro output here for
Scream that breaks the tension. No regrets left behind. I'll fight through every line till the path is in my sight. And when I conquer this beast,
objective.
last I'll breathe
There.
tonight.
It's just an everywhere issue. I think that's probably fair. We're gonna do on
Illusions, no
finished. I don't know.
the fix is found and I'm finally alive.
And then maybe we just do that for all of these instead of unfinished, on objective cleared. Is that what I called it? On objective cleared. Objective cleared. On objective cleared. Let's keep consistent here. On. Let's go in here. On objective cleared. Unfinished. Do something like that. So now what I can do is when this objective's cleared, I can go down here clear this objective, which I can then take, set the objective ID and the objective here. Set objective. Let me think about that for a second. This clears. It clears this one too, but then takes its values and updates this one to that, so it sets it. Is there a problem gonna be? I guess let's try it. See what happens. Clear objective, objective ID, objective, set objective. That is going to be a problem because on objective cleared, the way I set it up. It's also going to be triggered of success and fail, but I think I want that. Because if this is success, I want this to backfill. This is failed, I want this to backfill. So this gives me I'll put a number. If I'm not mistaken, on this for each node, this outputted number is the index. If I do that, then on event outputted, I add the objective. Like that. Let's see how much I broke everything. Well, that's good. Still shows up. Let's do let's do clear objective. Clears objective. This is going to be a play button. This will be clear objective ID. ID of objective to clear. Then we'll go here, complete objective ID. Just do like this. Let's not do objective success. We'll do objective failed. And then I think we'll just do a sequence node here. Event 1 activates this. Event 2 will do objective success on all of these, because the logic inside of them should determine if that's the correct ID. This one here is going to do the same thing, but event 2 will be objective failed on all of these. Alright. So now what I would like to do something like this and this. This is going to be objective 1. Going to be objective 2. Here, I'm just going to go clear objective ID, objective success. This one, clear objective ID, objective failed. Alright, so if I do this, objective 2 failed, that works. Objective 1 success, that works. Now let's check the logic of when one clears, it moves the other one up. So objective 1 cleared, that cleared everything. Why did that clear everything? So I do success, does the thing, does the delay, triggers this. Maybe this needs... I don't know if I like this, but we're going to try this. I'm going to put a delay in here of 0.5. Do the same thing here. .5. This is another bug that needs to be logged. If you notice, I can see I'm within. I'm editing a group inside a group. This is another group. This is another group. Then all that stuff is just outside of the group. As soon as I try to connect something in this group, all that stuff just disappears. I have to exit completely out of the group editing mode and back into it for it to display again. The visibility should be everything's visible, but yeah, we do that. Yeah, doesn't make a difference. I have to completely exit the group and then go back into the group editor for it to come up. All right. Okay, so that was interesting. And no worries. If you want me to test anything else on it for it, let me know. So there is definitely something wrong with this logic, and the issue is going to be this one clears out. On objective cleared, clears this objective. Which then sets this objective. Why is it doing that? It's just kind of cycling through. Don't know how anything got set to objective 3 from that. So right here, I'm in one group, and it doesn't do it, right? I click on any of these, nothing happens. I go inside a second group. As soon as I click on this, everything else that was in that parent group just disappears. Then even when I go back out of this group, just everything's still gone. I have to go all the way out of the group and back into it for it to come back. Kind of, yeah. So if my visibility was unselected, but even when it's unselected, you can still see the icons, yeah. So it is kind of acting like this, just without the icons too. Alright, why is this a thing? Clear objective on objective cleared. Maybe this should be based off this instead of that. The problem there on objective cleared is only going to happen when you call clear objective. Putting it in individual mode. What's individual mode? There's no logic. Oh, the select mode. Still does it. They still all disappear. Which, now that you mention it, that is pretty neat that even in individual select mode, the macros with the hidden logic stay as macros. So let me think about what's wrong with this. When I clear the objective, see, I like to work in groups because this means I can't edit anything over there by mistake. I can't accidentally grab something. Only select the things I'm actively working on. On objective cleared. Maybe I need a on objective completed that triggers from this.
We've reached every challenge faced, every lesson preached. Climbing up the ladder, yet the sky's the limit. Endless path before us, every step is vivid.
Yeah, being able to hook things up outside of groups is kind of annoying that we can't do that. But we just work around that one for now. Let's do that. This will get triggered off of here. And on objective completed, trigger off of here. One more time. Rid of that. On objective completed. So that should give us the distinction between whether it was cleared or completed. Instead of this being uncleared, this needs to be on objective completed. Clear objective. On objective completed. Clear that objective. But I don't think that's gonna work either. There's always something wrong. I mean, yeah. So I do this. Do a thing, they both disappeared. Why did they both disappear? If I do objective 2, just objective 2 goes away. If I do this, objective 1 goes away. But if they're both there, they both clear out. So here, on objective completed, it clears this objective, but then on objective cleared should set objective 1 because objective 1 told that to clear. But the problem is, on objective completed is happening out of sync, maybe. This is going to be a lot of things to hook up here. I think I do need to do it. This is going to be kind of annoying because I got to do it 3 times. Alright. We're going to do... So this is activating this, and this. There's that one, and that one. It's hiding both of these. Which is these 2. It's activating this, and this. And it's activating that. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. And then sequence 2 will be this one. On objective completed.
Heartbeat syncing with the rhythm of the screen. Thoughts racing through the chaos of a digital dream. Can I navigate
Alright, let's just see if that works before we do it to the other two.
uncertainty, forever wanting more?
Yes. It did exactly what we wanted it to do.
Inside my head, I'm reaching out to you. With every line I write, I'm finding something true.
We're gonna go in here,
Energy ignites, but hope begins to rise.
add our sequence node here.
I'm ready to surprise.
This guy up here. Sequence 1, sequence 1. Sequence 1, sequence 1. Sequence 1, sequence 1, sequence 1.
In the silence of creation,
Sequence 2.
embracing every moment, every choice.
Activate that.
Hello to the lines that intertwine, building worlds within my mind, one step at a time. Hello world inside my head, I'm reaching out to you. With every line I write, I'm
Then we just gotta do that same thing here.
on this brand new journey. I'm ready to surprise.
Also activate this. Sequence 2 will go there. Then we have activate that. Activate that. Hide that. Hide that. Activate that. Activate that. Activate that.
I'm ready to surprise.
Okay. Make sure everything still works. Why is the dot still there?
The neon glow lights up my room, the chat's already scrolling fast. Emotes dancing on the screen, each joke's built to add.
So when that string comes in, why is the dot still there? It's this. Hide. I hook it up to the wrong. No, it's calling hide.
We are live. Jokes are flying left and right,
Let's take a look at that again.
fueling every line. We stumble on a glitch, but laugh instead of whine. The music pulses
It's like the dot doesn't go away. Yeah, it's still got an object. It's still thinking there's an objective in there.
than the broadband can take.
So I screwed something up.
And we're ready to break through every crash, every lag. We stand side by side. Neon buzz and pop punk vibes. Unstoppable ride. Hey! Another follow sparks the stage. We are live. The glitchy overlays keep our spirits on the rise. In this stream of neon dreams, we'll shout it till we thrive. With every new connection.
Need to restart PC. All right. Good luck.
Electric momentum, hype trains rolling, no chance to slow them. The chat's on fire, the cameras glare. We're living in the moment without a care. Hey! Another follow sparks
That's updating. So that should both be updated to empty.
on the rise. In this stream of neon dreams, we'll shine
Um,
we thrive. With every new connection, we are live. We are love, we are live. Neon hearts beating through the night. Yeah, we are live.
what is this trigger node doing? It's being triggered by that.
Late night sessions with my code. Debugging madness overload. QA says our scripts are froze. Dreams and weekends quickly closed. SEO, it haunts my sleep. Keywords in a tangled heap. Page speed test crash.
What is this?
Rankings crumbling at my feet.
Okay, so when that's false, this gets triggered, which triggers that boolean. Activates these. This being activated activates sequence node that shows those. Okay. So that's fine. This actually should probably be like over here. Whoa.
Accessibility, my plight. Aria screams into the night. Screen readers are constant fight. Everybody needs the right. Web dev driving me insane. Browser wars bring only pain.
Want to make sure. So what's going on here? Why is this not activating? I put in too much stuff on the sequence node, which is going to be kind of annoying because if I am,
It's a mixed up brew. Endpoints lost in server stew. Errors flying out of view. Debug blindfold what we do. Web dev driving
okay. So what I need to do here then, I know what's going on because I'm setting it to an empty objective. I'm not doing any checking if the objective I'm setting is not valid. So what that means is this logic here, which activates these, instead needs to do this check.
The morning light floods my screen, the chat starting to roll. I'm sipping soda, warming up for another epic show.
Give me a branch.
Emojis on overload. As soon as I hit go live, the hype is set to explode. Hey! Confetti's raining down with every brand new song.
And if false, activate that. This activates that. And realistically, what this needs to do is equal here.
Comedic riff galore, tossing jokes around the chat. I'm always hungry for more. From Pog to LOL, the hype train's full speed. We got
This would activate this. I need another branch here.
I see the cheers popping up in neon lines.
this is false, then it would activate that. And that.
Confetti's raining down with every brand new sub. The chat is wild and rowdy, and I'm
So now it should be checking that there's actually string here, an objective and an objective ID before it sets anything.
like a fireworks show. Emote spam, face cam glow.
Need to have this event 1 come over here and activate that then.
Confetti's raining down with every brand new sub. The chat is wild and rowdy, and I'm soaking up the love. This pop punk joy keeps the vibe so
Just do something like that. Scrunch that up back in there.
we raise our hands high, ride the hype train till it ends. Sun soaked and glowing, we're chilling with our friends.
Did that to the second one. I need to do that to all of them. So I think that means this trigger comes out here. Equal number, equal string, then 2 branches. Event 1 here activates that instead of this. I think I need to fix something in that other one I just did. Make sure those are hooked up right. I need this to go into here. Activate this. False here. Needs to actually activate that, which is what I didn't do in the other one, which means I don't need this trigger at all. This number goes into here, activates that. This false.
Silence of the night, I find my strength within. Through the trials and the fears, let the healing begin.
Just activate the sequence node, which will activate both of these. That no longer goes there, and that no longer goes there. Let's take a look back in here. We need to fix that part that we just changed. Didn't realize these were so low down there. What do I need? I need these. No, I did hook. I just didn't hook this to anything, I think. This trigger can go away. This false. This goes to that. then this trigger node activates both of those, and this just activates, or I mean the sequence node, sorry. And we put that back in there like so. Let's bring this over and up. Put that there like so. Then we just got to do the same thing here. So let's pull this out. This trigger goes away completely. Event 1 here activates that. False here activates this. These connections go away. This activates that. Then my 2 branches equal string equal number. Do these one at a time. String activated, false, activate. This one comes over here, number. Here, activate, false, activate. Put this all up there nice and clean. All right. This one doesn't do anything. Beautiful. That was interesting. That's... something's not getting reset. Yeah, something's not getting reset right. Every other time objective ID 1 clears both. Which it shouldn't ever do. We're almost there. Very close. Why would they both think? This should set it to 0. This shouldn't let anything. Still will not let you log out. What broke now? Interest. Somebody else said something about the log out button was not working for them.
Lights, camera, action, go, whoa. Streaming live, the crowd's aglow. Pixels race the screen delight. Game dev hustle through the night. Viewers gather, hearts in hand. Funnels flying across the land. Suns pop up, the sound is sweet. Every click we're on.
What am I missing here?
Magic truly thrives. Join the fun, it's never bland. Together here, a digital band.
Why would it be every other one? So when the objective gets cleared,
Every sub a cheer that rings. Virtual high fives flow like springs. Pixels spread like
pushing these values out,
last till break of dawn. Mystic,
then I am calling this to reset everything here.
we all can win. Twitch party, electric vibe. We're gaming magic.
So can I just do...
Fun is never bland. Together here, a digital band.
I don't know, I'm a little confused here, to be honest. Quest 1. I do Quest 1 again. Yeah, objective 1 is for both, is clearing both of them. Only way that would happen is if both of them think they are quest ID 1.
Twitch party, electric vibes. Where gaming magic truly thrives. Join the fun, it's never bland. Together here, a
So can I do something with this? Number to string. I would like to see what number is coming.
I'm glaring at the screen again. Every line's a threat. Compile errors mock me. I haven't won them.
I have 1, 2.
My heart's pounding like a drum. Frustration on repeat. I'd slam my keyboard through the floor if that would
1, 2 again.
hey, hey. The stack trace is glare at me in neon red. I strum these
So I don't think it's an issue with setting the quest.
I'm burning with
I think it's an issue with
all the anger melts away when the coded last runs.
take a look at this guy. This is at least what I can see right now. It's an issue with this guy specifically.
Meltdown leaves me raging at blank faces, sinking into snarky solos. I shred away my pain.
So the quest box hide itself if there's no objective. Not yet, but it will hide itself if you clear out the quest name. So if you get rid of the quest name up here, the box will go away. I probably will do something that clears the quest out. I guess the general flow is you're going to complete those objectives and the next step's going to start.
Waiting for that glorious moment, code springs to life.
I just have everything manually triggered now so I can test it.
I strum these sarcastic chords, a riot in my head.
But I probably can if there are no objectives. if all of them are cleared, then it can hide the whole box. Why is that? Let's get rid of this log. So that's not doing anything.
One final line typed in. The error's forced to yield when the console flashes success. My soul's gotta scream. Hey, hey, the stack traces glare at me in neon red. I strum these
This is why. You should be of sequence 2. Is it just that? One, 2, 1. Yeah, it was just that. Okay. Like, you could do a timer until the next objective is to appear if it's a random event versus one that you pick up. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Alright, this is working really good. Let's see if we can figure that piece out that you just mentioned here real quick.
Still I cling to the screen, I can't turn away.
So pretty much
Watch me break or shine. Every second's do or die, every breath on the line. I'm caught in the crossfire, chasing validation. Real-time feedback fuels this twisted fascination. Will I let them down, or can I rise above the doubt? I'm trapped in the spotlight.
so I know if there's a quest in here. So if I just do another macro output,
Check 1, 2. The chat blows up, spilling secrets. I'm addicted to the rush. A flood of hearts on the screen, but it's never enough. Spikes in adrenaline, then I feel the crash.
like that.
Just a puppet for the cheers and the hype. Holding on to every like it's saving my life.
Objective, active, variable output. Objective, active, variable output.
I'm caught in the crossfire, chasing validation. Real-time feedback.
More terms to learn. Well, for anyone that uses this stuff when I publish it, this part here you won't ever have to interact with. I just made these macros so it's easier for me to work with. Objective, active, variable output. So what I can do here now is if I can get an AND node, I think I need 2 AND nodes. A, B, and this becomes A, B, then either, let's see, objective complete, objective complete, objective complete.
Lights on me. Keep the fear alive. I can't let go.
This what I want? Because if all of these are false, I only want this to trigger if they're all false. So let me get a not node. I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna do 3, 2, 1. A, that activates this. B, this activates this. E, this activates this. Then, just to make sure, yeah, it's this one on the left. On objective completed, activate this one. On objective completed, we'll activate this one. On objective completed, we'll activate this one. And then put a branch here. This is all true, then this one, I activate that, I think. We'll see. I have something looping here infinitely because of that. Which I guess makes sense because this on activate is then clearing all those, which I think is triggering this on objective complete again. It just goes in an infinite loop. Just make sure that's true. Yeah, clear objective triggers the on objective completed and on objective cleared. We'd have to think on that one a little bit longer. Pretty sure I can do it. I just got to figure out how to make that work without it breaking other things. I'm going to need to do that anyways, because I do want an output event from the objective UI that says all the objectives are completed. So I'm going to have to figure that out anyways. Just not right now. We bring this stuff over here. I think what I want to do is, can I put some interface here? So I have quest 1.1. A lot of thinking, yes. So here I'm saying there's 3 subquests, which there are. One 1.1, 1.2, and 1.3. Those are the subquests. Let me add another objective in here real quick. Event 1 here needs to activate this. We'll set the objective up there. Activate this. Sequent 1 game. Add objective. Okay, so that should be adding a 3rd objective. It didn't. Why did it not? Why is that acting up? And why is do a thing, do yet another thing? But do another thing is missing. So when I added a 3rd objective, the 2nd one went missing. I just do this back like that.
Sprites dancing across the monitor. We're on this final walk. Pixel dreams
Do a thing, do another thing.
inside our midnight heads. The rush is on, we're living off ambition, hope, and dreads. We're punching chords and writing codes on borrowed time. We're building rounds before the deadline starts to climb. Our restless minds race to create the perfect scene. This crunch time dream is all we need.
Instead, I want this to be do yet another thing.
Caffeine fueled delirium ignites the keys we pound. Staring at those glowing squares, the night's our battleground. Characters come to life while we jam to every beat. We'll finish this epic journey and we won't admit defeat.
Do a thing, do another thing, do yet another thing.
And the code compiles. We're halfway to greatness. Determined
I don't have a trigger for objective 3, but I have no idea why that didn't work the first time.
speed. In the hush before
I must have had the sequence. Something with the sequence is not set up right.
goes on borrowed time.
Let's double check to make sure it's not like a race condition.
Our restless minds race to create the perfect scene. This crunch time dream is all we need to feel alive and free.
Okay. So that's working as expected.
We're counting all the frames. We're clicking
I think that's actually pretty good. I need to figure out some kind of trigger for when all of the objectives are complete, because that will be an event I want to be able to trigger other things off of. But other than that, like, I think we have quest management system. Instead of stuff like this, the triggers to start quests would just be based on stuff in the game. Yeah, you just have to define all your quests, what the objectives are those quests are. You'll have to let it know when those objectives are completed. And then when I add in the trigger for knowing when all the objectives are completed, I can either have that come over here and just start the next quest, or I can just output that event and let the user determine if they want to start the next quest or not. I think I'm going to do it the second way, because if I do it the second way, then if the user wants one objective or one quest finishing to immediately start the next quest, they can just wire that up so that the quest or the objectives completed event just triggers the start next quest event. And then you get both options.
Screens in the early AM, deadlines loom and still I chase them. Zombie mode eyes, but I'm coding for the thrill, hustling for the future, forging worlds with my skill.
Let me look at something here. If I have an event node, event name, player ID, number variable. Okay, so I can't send a string with those. I want to clean this process up a little bit, so I want to create something to make it a little bit easier to set all the data initially. And then probably what I want to do
Sunrise creeping, but
but my spirit's still strong. No time for regrets.
On quest started. I do have an on quest started.
I'll remember this anthem and rise above
And a quest name.
I'm breaking through midnight, meltdown turning into light. All this burnout can't contain my will to fight. I'll shatter
Objective list. Wait, what's
heavy risk behind me. My purpose is clear.
what?
Job at dawn, dream job by night. I keep on coding till I get it right.
I'm confused.
Hope once lived in my keyboard, each line a spark of light. But I'm losing track of reasons, trapped in endless night. I watch the code twist into knots I can't untie. Motivations and
What is add objective, get objectives for quest?
fumble through the syntax.
See, that I don't think is what I need.
I found redemption now.
These are setting a quest ID. Over here, I should be able to do quest ID start quest. Right? And then on quest started, I don't need to send it to both. Let's take a look at this real quick. I only got a few minutes left. So add quest. Quest add failed. On quest started. Quest name.
Of clarity to pull me out. Buried under half-formed ideas.
I don't need these logs anymore because all this is working.
Of confidence, unraveling every seed.
I have a quest name as an output. Get list entry from index. Wait a minute.
Sense your silent anguish.
On quest started. Okay, no.
Bracket closing in, fueling an inner strain. A single spark could reignite the hope you left behind. Trust
Where is my start quest? Start quest. I pass in like 1.1. Right?
in quiet fear. Desperate for a breakthrough voice that finally feels sincere. Once bright
So what I then would like to do is just have an output here of quest ID. If I do that, then I think I can get rid of all of these connections. These are not necessary. Unquest started. Like so.
threads confronting all my fear. A flicker of that breakthrough voice begins to sound so clear. Though the lines were once in ruin, I'm reaching through the doubt. Clarity cracks the darkness at last.
I don't have a trigger yet to remove objective ID 3. But yeah, that's working exactly as it should. So that's good. That means that you can just start a quest by an ID and it automatically loads all that. You don't need to interact with the objectives at all.
Lines of code and lines of thought, spiraling inside, chasing validation in a world where I can hide.
I'll probably add a
Searching for the confidence behind these weary eyes.
unquest finished event. I don't know. I think we're like 97% of the way there with this quest manager.
Imposter
And then once we get this wrapped up, so hopefully on Tuesday, we'll be able to get all of this wrapped up. We're going to put it into Aether Ridge and start managing our quests through the quest manager instead of the haphazard way that we're currently doing it. So then we'll just have a centralized place for all of the quests. And you cancel quests. You can fail a quest. And you can succeed at a quest. But I did not add a cancel of a quest. So that's a good call out. Specifically for Aether Ridge, I don't think I'm gonna need that because every quest is kind of gonna be a required quest, maybe. But yeah, I can definitely see the use case of having like optional quests that a user picks up and then wants to cancel. I think I would also like the start quest here. When I call start quest here, I should have it clear all of the objectives. So if you have any objectives out there when you start a quest, it clears them all and then populates it with just that quest's objectives. I guess doing it that way. Doing it that way would give you the ability to switch between which objectives showing or which quest is showing in the box. If you wanted to have a scenario where you could have multiple quests active, you could like select something that says show me the tracking for this quest, but then I'd have to actually keep track of the state of each objective, which I'm not currently doing. However, I think a lot of that is stuff that we'll be able to add in later. I do want to try to get this to the point that it's usable for Aether Ridge first. And then once we get that in a good state and get it all packaged up, publish it. Once I can lock down the logic, then I can add extra features later on. But yeah, I think that is gonna be it for today. So right at time, I guess a little overtime. We're gonna wrap things up. So thanks for coming out. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be back on Tuesday evening. So hopefully I'll see everybody there. Hopefully get this wrapped up, and then we'll get back into Aether Ridge and making that look nice. So yeah, thanks for coming out. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.
Broke through the barriers, tore down the walls, rising from the shadows, answering the calls, celebrating every